Let's start with the next subtopic, Tableau Visuals Practice. Tableau is an extremely easy tool. If you want to create any visualization, you'll find it very easy. Almost everything happens with double clicks and all that. But that's the problem with Tableau. It is too easy. If you do not practice it, sometimes it is confusing. You will not be in control of what is happening in Tableau. So to get a better understanding of all this, I'm giving you few lab exercises now. These are very easy if you follow a certain methodology. So what I want you to do is try to create these graphs, connect to price web data, pricewebdata.csv. Where is that? Let us create a new file, new Tableau file, credit risk project. We are done with it. So let's name this file Tableau workbook as. You can create a new Tableau workbook. In this, I would like you to connect to price web data. For every exercise, you can create one Tableau file. That is also fine. So where is this price web data? Is it dataset here in this particular folder? So we cannot see that data set. Let us try once again. If I try Excel, it will not be appearing here because priceweb.csv is the file name. Pricewebdata.csv. CSV files in Tableau, they are known as text files. They are simply comma separated text files. Here is the pricewebdata.csv. Open it and then read the instructions carefully. What are the instructions? Draw a bar graph to show the total sales, the count of rows by brand. That means there are several brands in that. So if you go here to the sheet, in that there are several brands. Here is brand, and I want to know Acer, how many items that we have sold, and then Intel, Sony, how many items we have sold. So I want you to create a bar chart for that. Draw a bar graph. Which brand has sold the most number of items? You have to sort it. Change it to a pie chart if possible. What are the top two brands based on the list price? Try to highlight them. That's your first exercise that I want you to do. Just for the sake of practice, please do this. Okay. Let's go to the next exercise. Next one is day wise count of the product. Let us try to create a time series chart. Let us see how a time series chart is drawn. What we want to show here in a time series chart. What is a time series chart? Time will be one of the factors. So what we want to show is daily how many items we have sold. So daily the count of items. You can take either row ID or usually you have a variable called number of rows in the Tableau. Either you can take that row count or review count this is. You can take row count. You can take this one or row ID is there. Let me use row ID and convert it to a measure. I would like to count that measure as count. This is the one in 2012. It is displayed automatically. The graph is changing. Now, if you click on this plus sign, this is known as hierarchy, quarter wise data, and then plus sign further month wise data, further day wise data. Now, this is the October and November data. We can see both the daily data in October and November. Now this is one type of graph. Otherwise, if you click on this minus sign, this will collate up, further up. But if you click here and check, either you can show quarter by quarter, month by month like this, October or November, or you can show like this is one way of showing like day one in October or November, day two in October, November. Like this is aggregated over both the months. But if you really want to show the daily, if you want to show a time series graph, this is the format that you have to use. Like this is the continuous time. So this is day one in October, October followed by November. If you're using this day, it is October, November aggregated together. There is only 1 month here. Check this out. But if you use this day, this is October 1st, and then October will be shown first, then it will go to November next. Okay, so this is the actual time series. When somebody says time series chart or trend chart, you can use this. You can use the same count row. If you want to make it little more colorful, you can use it this way. Change the color to red, green, diverging. So wherever there is a green, higher sales, wherever there is a red, lower sales, that is also fine. So this is daily sales. Let me rename it as daily sales. Okay, let's save this workbook. Let's save this workbook as our session name, Tableau Visual Practice. Tableau Visuals Practice session. Save that. Okay. The first sheet is your exercise on working on price web data, the bar chart one. Okay. I'm leaving that to you for working on it. So let me close this credit risk. Go back to this one. This is the rename this as bar chart, brand wise bar chart. Okay, brand wise sales. Let me keep it that way. Okay, bar chart is easy, isn't it? Brand wise sales. You just take this row ID, keep it here, add all members, make it as count, and then that's it. And you just do this. These are the top two brands, Samsung and Micromax. That is it. Then there is one exercise on trend chart, market underscore data underscore one dot CSV. You have to get this data. Let's make sure that the data set is there. Let's go here again, and you can create a new sheet if you want to, new workbook if you want to. Otherwise, you can work in this workbook as well. New data source, text file, market underscore data underscore one. That's what I'm getting. Include that. That is it. And then go to the sheets. If you click on this, then and then this one, go to those sheets, add a new sheet, market data one or price web data. This is market underscore data one. And then understand the problem statement. What is the problem statement? Draw a time series chart for number of campaigns by day. Campaign means I think every row is a campaign, or you have something called campaign ID, it seems. Okay. So you have day by start of the campaign, end of the campaign, and all these things are given to you. And then time series charts for campaigns by month, time series charts for identify for budget and time series chart for budget and identify the month with maximum budget. So that is also easy. Then there are some other charts as well. One of them is a tree map chart. What is tree map chart? This is the chart that is known as tree map. Here in this show me, the tiled one, this one is known as tree map chart. So try to import the cars data. Again, go to data, again get a new data source, again get text file. Is there a cars data? Is that an Excel file? Let us see. Go to data, new data source, Excel. Looks like the cars data is an Excel file. Open this. Here is the cars data. Within cars data, I want to get this one. Create a new sheet. Now you have three data sets. Cars data is also given, and try to understand the question and try to write the answer. TV commercial data, telecom bill data. Try to work with different data sets. Try to work on different type of graphs. Then you will get a lot of practice on this. These are not very difficult. If you're finding them difficult, that means you need to practice them. Try to give multiple attempts so that you can master this. Okay. Make sure that you complete these exercises before you move on to the next subtopic. Let me show you how to format the graphs so that we can tell the story that we would like to. Let's say in market campaigns data, I want to find out what are the top 5 verticals Is it business and finance where we have sent a lot of budget, where we have spent a lot of budget, where you have run a lot of campaigns? Is it construction? Is it energy? This is marketing data. Where did we spend a lot of money? Where did we spend a lot of campaigns? So the number of campaigns are given by ID. So this is ID. Let us take the count of that. That will give us an idea on the number of campaigns that we have run. Right now, it is not easy to analyze, but one more thing, one more column is what I want to take, budget. I want to include budget. I want to include number of campaigns. What is the topmost vertical? A vertical where there is so much of budget, we are spending a lot of money, we have run so many campaigns. If you want to analyze anything from two dimensions point of view, you try to use either this tree map or bubble chart. Bubble chart is the one that you must use. So what I'm trying to do is use that bubble chart, and then the count. The count is what you are keeping on size, or let's do it freshly. So let me totally remove this. So this is the bubble chart, like this is first vertical what we have picked. So budget is something that we will keep on color, and then count of IDs we will keep on size. This is not ID, this has to be count of IDs. Okay. Now automatically the bubble chart is coming. Now edit the color. So right now, what is on color? Budget. If budget is high, I would like to keep that as green. Okay. Red, green, gold, diverging. Budget is high, green. Budget is low, which is red. Apply that. So technology has high budget. Now what is size? Size is count. Count of the campaigns. That means if I remove this and if I try to use again ID, put it on size and make it as count. So technology is higher in size. That means we are running so many campaigns, and budget is also in green color. Again, in color, if you see, it is in green color. Okay. Or you can also use different colors. This is the one that generally people can feel connected to, red to green. Green means higher value, red means lower value, and here size. So size is also high, color is also green. Technology is the topmost one, following by marketing, following by something else. If you want to keep them as labels, you can put that on label. If you want to keep this budget also on label, you can put that on label. Not all labels are visible. What you can do is you can put them on tooltip. Tooltip means when you put something on this, whatever is appearing. So vertical is human resource, count is 304, budget is this much, that is known as tooltip. So on tooltip anyway these are visible. If something is not visible, it will be visible on tooltip. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to format, when you want to show topmost verticals or topmost values, so whatever are the metrics measures that you want to display, put one of them on color, put the other one on size, so that it will be glaringly visible. Here, this is a very big vertical. Size is denoted by count. This is in green color. Color is denoted by budget. Green color, larger circle. This is the topmost one, followed by the next one. The same effect can be achieved by using tree chart as well. If you click on tree chart, the same effect can be seen, or versus bubble chart. Bubble chart or tree chart, these are the ones that will tell you how to analyze the data or how to format your graphs. This is the topmost verticals, marketing verticals. What if you want to do something else? What if I want to find out the most productive vertical? What do you mean by most productive? A vertical that has the highest reach. There is something called campaign reach. When you do some marketing, you want to reach as many people as possible, and lowest budget. Budget should be lesser, reach should be higher. So out of these verticals, I want to find that vertical where budget is less, reach is more. So budget I want to keep on color or size, and then reach I want to keep on color or size. That's what I have to do. Again, I will select vertical. Again, I'll select budget. This time I'll select reach. All of them are ready. Let us draw the plot, which is bubble chart. So vertical right now on the label. Budget is on size. That means the size has to be smaller. And then reach has to be larger, or reach has to be like in darker color. So what I'll do is I'll edit the color, and I would like to make it as red, green, gold, divergent, apply. So it has to be greener, but somewhat smaller in budget. Right now, instead of budget sum, what we will do is I'll try to take the average budget, okay? Because the budget has to be less, so I'll take average budget on for every campaign that we spend must be lesser. So when I take average budget, these are the ones that are in green color, which are the ones that are having higher reach. So let me put this reach. Reach also I'll take it as average. It makes sense to take average. Now I'll put 8 on the label as well. So reach has to be high. That means what? It has to be in green color. Reach is how much? 88% reach. Reach is 81%. So these are all good ones that are having higher reach, and the average budget has to be lesser. Okay, the budget has to be less. That means it has to be a smaller circle. Okay, the circle has to be smaller, and it has to be greener one. So the one that you have to highlight is smaller, greener circles, because small circle means its budget is lesser and it has to be a green circle. Or you can swap them also. Budget, average budget, you can keep it on color, and average reach, you can keep it on size. Okay. Now the size is telling us reach, and the color budget has to be small. That means this time we are looking for red ones, because budget, average budget has to be lesser. That means red ones are good, average budget is lesser, and reach has to be high. So that means legal is the one that is one of the best one. I think this visualization is better. Even you can sort this. Legal is the one. Let me also sort it this way. Yeah, legal is the one that is the best one, because it has to be, or we can also do the reverse of the colors. Let's go for green one, reversed colors, apply. Now it has to be green. Green means a very low budget, and bigger circle, that means higher reach. Reach is 93%, lesser budget. Reach is 87%, lesser budget. Next one is management. Reach is 90%, lesser budget. Or you can also use this one. Okay, here you go. Business and finance, or let me sort it again with a different one. Yeah. Average budget is on size here. Again, it got changed. Let us go back to the previous one. When I clicked on tree map, it is changing this. This is better, much better. What we are trying to see is reach has to be high. Reach is on size. So size has to be high, and budget has to be low. That means budget has to be in green color. Green color wise, budget is good and reach is also good. These are the three top verticals that are performing. So what I'm trying to say is, when you see the graph, automatically the user must see technology, marketing, these are doing it. When you see the graph, automatically the user must see legal, energy, and this one. These are the ones that are doing good. Automatically the user must get to know that. That should stand out in your graph. Whatever story that you want to tell, it should stand out in your graph. Okay. Try to repeat the same. Try to use this lab exercise. Identify the most profitable customer segment in telecom bill data. Draw a bubble chart. Size of the bubble, average bill, and color of the bubble is count of accounts. That means a lot of accounts, average bill is also high, a lot of accounts are also high, then that's a profitable segment. Go to price web data, best rated brand. Best rated brand means review count also should be high, average ratings also should be high. Identify the best car in the cars data. MSRP should be low and horsepower should be high. So try to do this formatting and try to use either bubble chart or tree chart to achieve those results. Do that exercise before getting into the next video. I'll see you in the next video.